This is the time, says the Spirit of God, of the fire of the Lord. You have seen natural fires that have burned across this country. And there is this time now that you will say, even in the natural, we remember the times when these strange fires seem to appear and burn our land. But the fires that you have seen have been fires that have been created even by the enemy and those who have cooperated with the horrors of hell. And many fires sought to overtake you as a people, this country, and even the earth, to bring you into war. But I speak to you at this time, and I say, as my cloud of glory and my fire that came even in the night to protect a nation, Israel, so it is that it is among the earth now, and it is building, and it is growing, and it is becoming stronger. I speak this because when men fear World War III, there are more being restrained than the very act and the empowerment of war, says the Spirit of God. It's because of my fire. And these fires that they tried to create in your media, your politics, your schools, even in your houses of worship. My fire comes like it did in the days of Elijah, when the false prophets of Baal cut themselves, cried aloud, prophesied, and shouted to a God that did not exist. This has been what you have seen. Yet what did I do? At the words of a man, I set my fire, and I burned up the altars. And there was great fire of judgment that came against the false, against the lying, against that which was trying to overtake the kingdom. And I speak this because my justice is in the earth now. And you will see those, as I've said before, that thought to indict the innocent, they themselves shall be indicted. There is no pardon that will escape my justice. You must know this, for not everything is as it appears. As my fire is in the earth, it will burn up. And as it was in the days you read in your book of Acts, where the apostles would take the books that were perverse and offered even to idols and filled with occulticism, and they would burn them with fire. I speak this because what is taking place shall sweep through my fire through your schools. And there is coming a reset where not only prayer, the 10 Commandments, Pledge of Allegiance, but there will be that which will bring a movement to reset the libraries, to reset the curriculums. You will see it because my fire of justice is here. And my fire shall sweep through the Congress, the Senate, your Supreme Court, and even the courts of your land. You say, what do you speak of? My fire of justice. And you think because they hold a seat that it is guaranteed? You will say, what is happening? That some are stepping down. Others are being brought to a place of questioning. Others are going to step down for fear of what they've been a part of. You have seen my fire come, and it is building even in my house, the houses of worship, because my fire and my justice must come to the house of the Lord first. Do not get caught up in the discussions of my justice of my house of worship. For you empower the enemy and you pervert justice. But this must take place so that I may deal now with the injustice and the fires that sought to take you like a blaze and consume you and this country. And this fire that I speak of shall go in throughout the earth. And Canada shall see such a swift change of their government. Ukraine, Russia will shake hands. And out of the fire and the ashes shall come beauty. And for a season of time, you will see the nations join together around the one that I placed in your house called white. And justice will come on a global level. This is my fire, says the Spirit of God. And lastly, I speak, and I say, not only is my fire the fire of justice, but it is the fire of my presence. And you will hear many testify of not only being saved, but visited by their God and filled gloriously with my Spirit. And this shall touch your house called white. This will touch your Senate. This will touch your Congress and your courts. What is this strange speech? They will say, for it is again a baptism of my Holy Spirit and fire, says the living God.